morning. It's Thursday the 15th of January here in New Zealand. It's a rather wet, drizzly morning, so I've come over to the potting shed to do a little bit of work. Excuse the hammering in the background. I'm trying to avoid it, but I might not be able to avoid all of it. I still haven't received my combination selfie stick tripod. So at the moment you're balanced on a couple of seed boxes and on top of an ice cream carton that's leveled with a small notebook and balancing against one of the wooden uprights in my potting shed. So I'm hopeful that you're not going to fall over. It's not very blustery today, so we should be right. Right now I'm going to flip my camera and I will show you what I'm planning to do, what I've already done, and then we'll see how we go. I'll pause the video then because I don't really have any effective way, short of tying my phone to the rafter, to show you what I'm doing. No way of tilting it, etc. Okay, right, so for some reason my voice has gone a little bit funny, but we're going to press on. So I had some seed raising mix I had made up that had gone a bit dry, so I have rehydrated that. The last of it is in the tub here, and that last bit is going to go into that compost bag there so that I can wrap it up a bit tighter and keep it moist for another project. The rest of it is in this seed tray here, so I will move that soon because I'm busy doing something else as well. I've also been rehydrating this garden mix, and I've also put some compost in there to give it a little bit more life. There's this in here. The last of it is in the blue tray down here. I will be adding that to the blue bucket as well, plus a bit more water. And then the soil will be going into this black potting bag here. And the first plant that I'm going to pot up today is this corfai that has been grown from seed. It's looking a little bit sad and tired, but I'm pretty sure it will come back to life. Good evening. I've brought you out to the greenhouse tonight to do a little task, but before I start that task I thought we would go outside and I will show you our water feature. It will just be a very quick glimpse of it because it's raining, so I'll need to be under an umbrella and I don't want my camera to get wet. See you out there in a tick. Right, I've backed up a little bit. I hope the sound of the rain on the umbrella isn't too loud. So it's a simple water feature. There's an overflow pipe that comes out of the catchment for the roof from the hot water cylinder there, and the outflow goes into a little stone pit or sump pit we have created just to help disperse the water a little bit. Okay, let's go back inside because it's pretty blustery out here. Right, so a cinematographer would be horrified. But no matter, if this is going to work, this is going to work. I have got a little bit of a camera set up, not what a cinematographer would like, sticky taped to a chest of drawers, but that's okay. We're able to do some footage. So what I've come into the greenhouse tonight to do is to make some willow water. So I will show you the starting process and I will put a little bit of time lapse on. And then I will probably just bring you in at the end. I may not get it all cut up tonight because I will eventually lose the light. The reason I am making some willow water is it works well as a rooting hormone. And down at my feet here, or you might be able to see, I'll hold them up in case we can't, I have quite a few different types of hydrangea. There's a pink and a lighty blue pink in here. Well, that's the colours I've got so far. Whoopsie. And these two are a gorgeous blue and a purpley colour. So I'm going to set these out of the way for now because I don't need them just yet. So also beside me I have some fresh cut willow. This is willow from this year, which makes really good willow water, and I'm going to chop it all up. I've got a bucket for some of the bits I don't need. I've got a bucket here to cut them into. I've got some secateurs and some snips. These are anvil secateurs, which are fine because it doesn't matter if the stems of the willow get crushed a little bit. In fact, that may not be a bad thing because it will release more of the compound that it releases to help make it a good rooting compound. Right, let's get started. So I am choosing to strip the leaves. They'll go into there. And then the rest of this is going to get cut up just into pieces about 1 to 2 centimeters. You need quite a lot because you need to have the bottom of the bucket pretty much full. So we're going to be here for a little while, as I said, as long as there is light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to put you onto what on my phone is called hyperlapse. I haven't done it before, so we shall see how successful I am. Right, job done. All cut enough in the bucket anyway, and as you saw I added some water. I've popped all of these hydrangea cuttings into the bucket. I'll just quickly show you. So each one of them, I popped some tape around. Not sure if you can see that. Popped some tape around with who it came from, whose place it came from, and what colour it was, just for my own records. So I'm going to let them sit for a good 24 hours. They'll absorb the water and hopefully they will root better. The rest of this willow down here won't be going to waste. I will strip the leaves and I will keep these canes and probably use them for trellises or something eventually. Right now I'm going to do a quick tidy up, pick up these leaves and put them into my bucket and put my tools away, and then I'm going to head inside and have a hot drink because it's getting later, and I may do a little bit of video editing or I may just watch a video before I head to bed. Good night and see you later. Good morning, it's Thursday the 22nd of January and I just popped down to check the stream. We're pretty good here, it's well below the house. It's high but it's nowhere near flooded. So as you can see, it's flowing pretty fast. I'll back up slightly. It's currently bank to bank. Starting to come up the grass a little bit, but not too bad. And down the corner there, it's a little bit roiling and boiling. So our house is up there on the hill. You can just see the roof of it. So we are well out of harm's. I've made my way upstream a bit. Carefully through the trees, you can just see the bridge there. It's a roiling, boiling stream today. As I said before, not as high as I've seen it, but still getting up there. I'll check it later again today. And don't worry, folks, I didn't take us through the water there. I took us through these trees. Bit of clambering over things, but that's all good. We got here. So now I'll pop you back in my pocket so we can get safely back through this tangle. See you on the other side. With the stream coming up and down as it does, on the corner it's undercutting one of the banks a little bit. So that is the reason why we have left the 2 willow there to help hold that piece of bank. And we'll slowly pan around this way. And it's also the reason why on the other side of this iron fence we planted a couple of willow sticks, one, and there's another one behind it, and behind that there is a poplar. Recently I actually dragged a chunk of what I thought was toy, but when I pulled it out I realized that it was actually a huge hunk of grass and earth, which I suspect came off the bank along here somewhere. Apologies for the funny angle there, but just before, I have my phone in one hand and my umbrella in the other hand. My umbrella is to shelter my phone and my microphone from the worst of the weather. Right now I'm going to head back inside. I have a couple of inside tasks that I need to do, and then I may well head out to the potting shed and do some things out there. I'm very fortunate that I have a lovely dry space to work in when the weather is not so fantastic. Catch you later. It's Friday. The stream's gone down a little bit. Not much, but enough I could walk up the side of it. And panning around here. Into the area just there. I'll see if I can zoom in just a little bit. What's good when it does come up is it goes right over to the far corner there and it gives it a good clean out. Downstream a bit, there is a tiny bit of the stones visible. However, looking downstream, she's still roiling and boiling a little. It's still fairly high up under the bank as well. Slowly over the days it will drop down, but at the moment I would not be wanting to cross it.